While all new TDSB schools are designed to be accessible, most of our older schools were not built with accessibility in mind. Accessibility has many definitions and dimensions. This video focuses on the built environment, which includes both the interior and exterior features of our schools. Did you know that in an audit, the TDSB found over half of our schools were deemed not accessible at all? In order to meet our commitment to human rights, equity, and inclusion, the board must improve accessibility for people with disabilities. We can do better. Accessibility barriers in the built environment can create obstacles for people with a wide range of disabilities, including people with mobility issues, vision loss, and hearing loss. All students should be able to fully access and benefit from the educational opportunities available at the TDSB. We must work toward eliminating all accessibility barriers that stand in their way. Students who use mobility devices may not be able to attend their neighborhood schools with their siblings and neighbors. Similarly, parents, guardians, and caregivers with disabilities may not be able to attend their child's school events, such as recitals, swim meets, or graduations. Arriving at this school, we are immediately met with a flight of stairs at the main entrance. All stair entry points should have a tactile service attention indicator to ensure the drop-off point is identified for those who are visually impaired or distracted. Standard entrance doors, especially those with heavy wooden doors, can make access difficult for people using assistive mobility devices, such as wheelchairs, scooters, walkers, crutches, or canes. However, with appropriate funding, most doors can be easily retrofitted with automatic door operators, which will open doors with the wave of a hand. The TDSB can make it easier to get around in a wheelchair or other assistive mobility devices by installing interior and exterior ramps. Sometimes elevators are required to provide barrier-free access to all floor levels at some schools. Providing equitable access for all staff and students matters. This school washroom, like many others, does not have any of the key features of new universal washrooms. These key features should include automatic door operators, ample space for maneuvering, barrier-free fixtures and fittings, grab bars, and space for an adult change table and lift if required. Older schools impose significant barriers for other students, educators, parents, and visitors with disabilities, including those who use mobility assistive devices, as well as those who have low vision or hearing. This needs to change. Many TDSB sites are not fully barrier-free, but do provide a level of accessibility where persons requiring mobility assistance can access most of the school, including common areas such as the library. With increased funding, we have the opportunity to upgrade such schools with the intention of providing accessibility to most spaces, but where it is not feasible, to make the facility as completely barrier-free as possible. We want to go above and beyond for our students, staff, and communities to make our schools accessible. The following upgrades can be made with additional dedicated funding: installing hydraulic passenger elevators, providing exterior ramps with equitable access, 1 to 20 slopes, and handrails. Providing universal washrooms. Retrofitting interior and exterior doors with automatic door operators. Constructing interior ramps on the ground floor to provide access to all main floor areas and provide a more direct route to key support spaces, including the gym, main office, cafeteria, library, and classrooms. There are two main challenges regarding funding and accessibility for those with mobility and hearing loss, and vision challenges: the amount of funding needed to make our schools accessible and the kind of funding we receive from the Ontario Ministry of Education. Allocating more funding is a direct investment in our students, schools, and communities. Accessible schools provide a safe and dignified learning environment for our students today and in the future.